TV show Suits that aired like 7 years ago on the USA Network has just broken the record, the all-time record, for the most weeks in a row as the -- streaming show in the world. You know what show was? Either you guys want to take a guess what was the #1 streaming show in the world? That did hold the record for most weeks in #1?
Maybe Yellowstone. I don't know.
No, that's I don't think that's considered streaming.
Was it Parks and
you're
Rec?
right.
No, it wasn't Parks and Rec. What's that?
Ozark?
It was Ozark. Ozark
Cheater. Nadia's
was
cheating.
#1
I love Ozark.
for 11 weeks in a row, and Suits has just broken that record for 12 weeks in a row as the #1 streaming show in the world. Let's go over and take a look at the charts. This comes to us from the Hollywood Reporter, by the way. So Suits, again, this past week came in as the #1 stream show in the world at 2.36 billion minutes viewed. Number 2 was Virgin River on Netflix. I never even heard of this show until earlier today. I went and looked it up, but it's the #2 streaming show in the world at 1.92 billion minutes. Netflix's One Piece comes in at number 3 at 1.39. Now, if you're looking at the screen here, if you're watching the YouTube video and you're looking at the screen, the reason I have Virgin River and One Piece in yellow is because those are actually original shows. And only 2 of the top 10 streaming shows in the world are originals. It's just Virgin River and One Piece. Anyway, at number 4, Disney's The Little Mermaid got 1.37 billion streams. SWAT on Hulu, Netflix, and Paramount Plus got 1.04 billion. Bluey, Ray.
Yeah.
Bluey came in at number
Bluey,
6 on Disney Plus at 973 million minutes streamed. At number 7, Grey's Anatomy at 864. NCIS comes in at number 8. Coco Melon, which I'm not familiar with.
Sounds delicious.
Sounds wonderful, though.
It's a kid's
Comes in at 587 million. And at number 10, The Big Bang Theory came in at max at 561 million. Now, let's just go over for a second. Look at, we mentioned there's only 2 original shows on the overall list. If we do look at originals, it comes in at this. Obviously, number 1 is Virgin River. Number 2 is One Piece. Number 3, Wheel of Time. Number 4, Dear Child on Netflix. Number 5, Only Murders in the Building. At number 6, Who is Aaron Carter? At number 7, Disney Plus's Ahsoka. At number 8, Special Ops. At number 9, Futurama. And at number 10, Disenchantment. Within the last 7 spots there, 459, 342, 313, and 298 million minutes viewed overall. This is an astonishing feat. You know what this is kind of like? This is kind of like the GameStop and AMC meme stocks. This Suits thing, this show, this little show that not a lot of people watched when it was on the USA Network. Probably because it was on the USA Network. But then a lot of people starting to discover it. And I'll tell you what, I'm one of those people. And I love this show.
Yeah.
This show it's a fantastic show. I thought it ended a little weak, but whatever. For 6.5 of the 7 seasons or whatever it was absolutely phenomenal. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Vessi. Now, like me, I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of Vessi, the shoe that claims to be incredibly comfortable and waterproof on top of that. Well, these claims are really interesting to me because as a Canadian who walked around in a lot of snow, and as somebody who likes to go camping and hiking with his wife on the weekends, there's nothing more uncomfortable and horrible than walking around in wet feet. So after receiving my first pair of Vessis and noticing how incredibly good looking the shoes are and how mind-boggling comfortable and flexible they are, the first thing I did was I took them into the backyard to put it to the supreme waterproof test and dipped my feet in my pool. Guys, my feet were bone dry, and like 20 seconds after having them in the pool and I touched them, the shoes themselves were also bone dry. Guys, seriously, these shoes are stupidly comfortable, they look great, and they absolutely lived up to the claim of being waterproof and keeping my feet dry. I absolutely love my Vessi shoes. So guys, if you want shoes that are good looking, are ridiculously comfortable, and on top of all that waterproof, you need to head to vessi.com/Campea and get yourselves a pair today. Go to vessi.com/Campea and get shoes for your best summer yet. Anyway, Nadia, you had a chance to see, the list. It breaks this all-time record, 12 weeks in a row at number 1. Did you ever watch Suits? And if so, or if not, what do you attribute it staying that high in the ratings for so long?
I actually have not watched it, but I'm intrigued. I feel like that's one of the blessings of streaming, that you can go back and watch really old shows.
Yeah.
I'm excited to check it out. I mean, if it beat Ozark, that's pretty crazy. And they said it only took 12 weeks.
Well, it's been 12 weeks at number one. It's been in the number one spot for 12 weeks in a row. I was actually surprised to find out that Ozark, because I'll be honest, Ozark is one of those shows that everybody loves, that I watched about 3 or 4 episodes, Ann and I watched it, and it wasn't really for us. But I was actually kind of surprised to find out that it would spend like 11 weeks in a row.
That's Jason Bateman, right?
That's the Jason Bateman show.
Yeah, my neighbors were addicted to that show. They watched that show.
Rob's addicted to that show too.
You know what? I'm surprised didn't make the list, because it's been playing all week at my place.
What's that?
Beavis and Butthead, baby. I like the new Beavis and Butthead season, because instead of music videos, they start doing the viral videos. They start like doing their little commentary.
Oh, really?
With like TikToks or whatever. So I love it. It's still the old Beavis and Butthead.
Right.
But it's like when you were
no more music generation.
Yeah, but just to point out, it is not on the top team.
No. I'm just shocked.
It's on Ray's top 10.
Come on, America.
I'm actually kind of surprised, at some of the results. Like, again, if we looked at the original show's top 10, like One Piece, man. One Piece has been doing real well. I mean, if you compare it against something like Only Murders in the Building or something like Ahsoka, it's got triple the amount of views that some like popular shows like Only Murders in the Building, which I adore, Ahsoka. Like, it's just crazy how good that's, and this Virgin River show that I'd never even heard of until today.
I just finished episode 1 of One Piece.
Is that all you can get through?
And I actually like it. I just don't know when I'm going to continue it. The episodes are so long.
Nadia, have you been watching any of like One Piece or Virgin River or the new season of Wheel of Time or any of that stuff that's like these top 3 shows on the streaming ratings right now?
So I actually have not. Virgin River, I only glimpsed at it because I noticed one of the actors from Grey's Anatomy.
Right.
So that was kind of like, oh, maybe I'll check that one day as like a filler when I need to watch something that's like not as negative or as crazy as all the violence and Marvel shows and anime, like a palate cleaner.
Yeah.
Yes. Speaking of Grey's Anatomy, that show's been around forever. And except for Virgin River and One Piece, Grey's Anatomy still has more people watching it than any other original streaming show. More than Wheel of Time, more than Only Murders, more than Ahsoka, more than Special Ops, more than Futurama. It's crazy how popular that show stayed.
Olive was addicted to Grey's Anatomy.
Is she?
That was her show. That was her show. Right there.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.